already done the hard work of creating content, but haven't posted it to Pinterest, the visual search engine, you are sitting on a goldmine of untapped potential. So get ready to go through all your old social media posts, dust off your hard drives, and dig deep into the photos and videos in your phone, because today, in partnership with Pinterest, I'm going to be showing you how to breathe new life into existing content, helping you reach a whole new audience without having to start from scratch. As someone who creates content across 2 brands and multiple formats, repurposing to Pinterest is a no-brainer. It's helped me drive traffic to my sites and other platforms, get discovered by brands, and yes, even make money without having to do much extra work. And the best part, unlike on other platforms where your content might get buried in a matter of hours or days, your content on Pinterest can be discovered for months, even years. So when it comes to a repurposing strategy, what is the best option? Do you just take your greatest hits, your viral videos, repost them, and call it a day? Or do you need to do a complete re-edit of your footage in order to give it its best chance with a Pinterest audience? Well, Pinterest is different from a lot of the platforms we are used to. Pinterest primarily functions as a search engine, a visual one. So the best content to repurpose is content that is driven by visuals. Something that actually shows a transformation, a how-to, a recommendation, or a result. A video of you just chatting to camera is probably not the best fit, no matter how viral it went on social media. But showing how to style an outfit, how a product functions, how to bake a cake, build something, do something, that's Pinterest gold. Now, I will say I have posted and have seen some talking head stuff on Pinterest, but your text on screen and other visual elements, maybe your B-roll, does have to do a lot of the heavy lifting. And because of Pinterest's uniqueness, the way that users engage with the platform is unique too. Your audience on Pinterest is not mindlessly scrolling looking for entertainment or distraction. They're usually opening up the platform with intention. Whether they're planning a wedding, redoing their kitchen, revamping their style, or trying to build a business, they come to Pinterest because they want answers, inspiration, ideas, information. That's why successful content on the platform fulfills a need versus just being something gimmicky and hooky that is attempting to stop people in their scroll. So with that in mind, let's talk about the approaches for repurposing. And I just want to get one thing out of the way. The only repurposing no-no. It is just downloading your content from another platform, watermark and all, and reposting it to Pinterest. I promise you, it's not the best look. And this is standard advice when it comes to cross-posting on any platform. All platforms are more than happy to have more content to serve their audience. They don't really care that it exists elsewhere. But what no platform wants to be is obviously second fiddle. It's also just not a kind of clean, curated experience for your audience. Don't do it. So with that out of the way, let's break down the repurposing methods into 3 categories. Okay, better, and best. So first, okay, just post it. For this method, you are just taking your content as is, you're not re-editing, you're not reconstructing or reframing, you're just taking the video or photo that you have and uploading it to Pinterest without a watermark. I would at the very least think back to what we know about Pinterest and the Pinterest audience and not post every single thing I've ever created to Pinterest, but I'm picking out the things that I think will be helpful to somebody, visually inspiring, appealing, motivating, and just posting it. Canva actually has a function that syncs really well with Instagram and imports your content without the watermark. So that's an option to consider. Or moving forward, you can actually sync your Instagram account to your Pinterest account so that it reposts anything you post on the photo app. This is the lowest lift, so naturally you do have to curb your expectations a little bit, but it can work. I find that you'll probably have the most luck with this strategy if your content has visuals that absolutely speak for themselves that could be saved to somebody's mood board. Content that is especially vibey. I'm talking a beautiful home decor shot, a photo of your hair really nicely styled, or the look that you wore to a wedding. But if we want to move on over to better, we want to optimize our content. Here we're going to take a little bit more of the platform and the audience into consideration. First, we want to resize our content if applicable. Pinterest really values long pins, so you want it to be 2x3 or vertical. If you're working with short form video already, you're probably not going to have to change anything. It's already vertical in portrait mode, 9x16. But if you're working with a photo, definitely consider resizing. I'm someone who, yes, still every so often posts horizontal photos to Instagram. Sue me. But when I want to repurpose that image to Pinterest, I do try to recrop it. Next, you'll want to add a keyword-rich title and description. Using words that accurately describe your content, what it's about, the type of vibes it gives off, so that Pinterest knows who to put it in front of. For example, when Pinterest auto-posts my Instagram content, it pulls the caption I posted on Instagram into the description section. And the reality is that the caption I post on IG does not make a good search engine optimized Pinterest description. So I try to take the time to rework it. At this level of repurposing too, I like to put on a thinking cap and like a critical lens and ask myself what a Pinterest user might find valuable in it. For example, I posted this Instagram reel, honestly, just for fun. There wasn't much strategy behind it or trying to think about how it would help my audience. But when repurposing it for Pinterest, I knew that it would be helpful for people looking for wedding guest outfit inspiration, especially wedding guest outfit inspiration for couples, as well as people looking for cute couples transitions for short form video. When you start to think about your content through the lens of a Pinterest audience, you actually will see that there's a lot more potential kind of lying beneath the surface. Now let's move our way on over to best. Repurposing with intention. This is where you're likely to see the biggest return on investment, and I will admit it does take a little bit more thought and time. So first you need to ask yourself, what do I want people to do when they see this pin? This is where you can start to align your content with your overall goals. Do I want them to click it, to find out more? Whether that's on your blog or your YouTube channel or another platform? Do you want them to go shop something? Or do you want them to save it, signaling to Pinterest that this is great content and widening your reach so that you can leverage that in a brand deal negotiation? That all affects how you write your title, choose your call to actions, and frame your content. Once you know this, you can edit your footage and reformat it intentionally. A single piece of your existing content might even be able to work for you 2, 3, 4, 5 different ways. As you tweak your content here too, you'll want to make sure that whatever you create leads with strong, clear text on screen. That includes your keywords. Now let's look at an example. Let's say you're a beauty creator and you have a get ready with me video. On a social media platform, that might work great with a fun hook or a trending audio. But on Pinterest, somebody might be looking for a clean girl makeup look, which is the end result of your video. So instead of leading with get ready with me, re-edit the text overlay on your video to say clean girl makeup look. Or maybe if your personal goals are to sell the products, maybe they're products you've made yourself, or you're looking to get some affiliate income on the products you used in the video, edit up a version framed as products I use to get the clean girl makeup look. And your call to action will be something along the lines of shop this look. Whether you're linking out to your blog where you have affiliate links, or maybe your like to know it page, or even perhaps you're tagging the products themselves in the content. And to really milk this piece of content, I would take some stills of the end result and upload those as pins. And I would also cut down a version that is just the end result that some people might want to save as inspiration as like a sort of video moving lookbook. That's like 4 pieces of content minimum out of something you already created once. So to recap, if you are not repurposing your content on Pinterest, it's collecting dust when it could be doing so much for you. And while you can absolutely just repost your content, you will have more success if you stop and think about it and repackage it for a different type of audience. You already did the hard part. You made the content. Now you get to multiply its impact by putting it in front of the people who are already searching for it. If this was helpful and you're feeling really pumped about posting on Pinterest, watch this next to keep the inspiration going. And if you're ready to start repurposing to Pinterest, drop in the comments what type of content you'll be posting. Thanks for watching, and until next time.